Welcome back. So today's dinner is a absolute pivot. I'm going to make the same dinner that I decided I was going to make yesterday. I got all the ingredients, I thought out the meat, blah blah blah. And I was going to show you how to make this meal that I'm going to make right now for under $5. But as luck would have it, my AC shut down. It is 80 degrees outside. I am sweating like a maniac. Yep, I got long sleeves on. I always have long sleeves on. But we're gonna pivot. We're gonna use what I got in the house. It's gonna be more money. It's not gonna be an extreme budget, but I will show you how to do that at a later date when my air conditioning is working. So we're gonna do a crock pot meal because we have to. It is hot. So let's get it, let's go. Let's heat up those pots, come on. Here's what we're gonna use for dinner. The potatoes are out there for a visual. We're serving the dinner over mashed potatoes. I'm so disappointed that I could not show you this recipe the way I wanted to, but I digress. So here are the things you're going to need. In the blue container down there, that's homemade onion soup mix. You're gonna need that, 2 packs, but I could put it in the description box how to make it. You already likely have the stuff in your house. You may or may not need the cornstarch. You're gonna need some meatballs, about 24 ounces. I think my bag is a little bit bigger than that, but that's what I had in the house. You're gonna need 24 ounces of beef broth. I use beef bouillon, some Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup, and some brown gravy. That's my homemade brown gravy. I can leave leave the recipe in the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm so confused waking up and not having any air. I'm trying to pivot. I can leave that also in the description box below. You likely have all of that stuff too. You just don't know if you don't know. If you know, you know. But if you don't, you don't. And it's so easy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start mixing things up in the crock pot, and then we'll add the balls. All right, so down in my crock pot, I'm going to add 24 ounces, 3 cups of beef broth. That's just beef bouillon and some water. You need the equivalent of, actually I'm going to add that last. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons Worcestershire sauce. One-fourth cup ketchup. Okay. Okay, the equivalent of 2 packs of brown gravy. There's a little bit of the chicken in the bottom. Chicken gravy, but that's all right. Give that a whisk. If you're making the homemade, that was 6 tablespoons, just in case you're following along. I might even add more liquid because we like a lot of gravy in ours, so. And then you're gonna add some Lipton onion soup mix. Again, the equivalent is 6 tablespoons. 3 is 1 pack. This is what mine looks like when you make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not adding any salt to this because I think this has plenty in it. Really, I'm supposed to put the balls in first, then add this, but I feel like I probably could have mixed it in the measuring cup and then poured it. Yeah, let me do that. Let me put it in a measuring cup. All right, so I took the meatballs out of the bag. I did about 8 balls a person. I think that's way more than, I know it's more than I can eat. We're gonna add this back to the pot. I wanted to get it over top of all the meatballs. Oh, well that was dumb. I thought it wasn't gonna cover the meatballs if I took it out. Huh, that's funny. All right, so I did an extra step I didn't need. All right, so we're gonna put these meatballs on low for 6-8 hours or high 4 to 6. You know the drill. Right before they're done, we'll come back and do another step if we need to. And away we go. Boop. All right, some time has passed. Oops. I looked down inside of it a few minutes ago. It's not thick like I would like it. It's juicy. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna add the cornstarch. I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in cold water. I think I have about 3 tablespoons of water in there. My mashed potatoes are cooking. So when they're done, be nice and thick. And then it's dinner time. Try to stay cool. Probably should have went the instant potato route, but I did not. All right, as soon as that's done, we're eating. Whoops. All right, these are done. I don't know if I mentioned it, but these are the home style meatballs. Look at that gravy in there. That thickened up nicely with that cornstarch. All right, let's plate it up. All I'm doing is I'm gonna serve the meatballs over a bed of mashed potatoes. I cracked open a can of vegetables that I had and some that I had left over from yesterday, and that's what we're serving as a side. Let's plate it up. Look at these meatballs. They have I put enough for each person to get 8 meatballs. Am I getting 8 meatballs? No. But I'll put 5 on there for now. And some gravy. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like a comfort meal. All right, I'm gonna meet you at the table. Dinner time. Pardon the fan. I got a fan over there blowing on us as hot as all get out. Oh my gosh, I'm dying, guys. I got a little air conditioner up in my room, so that's where we're all gonna hide tonight. Take a piece of your meatball or a whole meatball. I don't care what you do. Some gravy, some taters, and let's get a taste. This is Salisbury steak meatballs.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, right? Let's go. Oh, that is good.
That's really good.
I like that. Oh my goodness. That's delicious. It definitely doesn't need any more salt because I used a bouillon. There's a lot of salt in it, but it's really good. It's really good. All right, let me get everybody else fed and see what they think about this hot plate of food on a hot day. Bye-bye. Before we leave, I may or may not do the kids talking. I might just put up what they thought about it because everybody's running around and almost nothing to keep cool, and I don't think they want to jump on camera like that. So maybe yes, maybe no, but if I don't, I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave me a comment either way. See you later, bye. Aiden, what did you think about our Salisbury steak meatballs?
It was really, really good.
Tyler, what did you think about the meatballs?
Really good.
Really good? You like them? Eat them again?
Yep.
Awesome. Eric, what did you think about dinner?
I thought it was amazing. I really liked how it tasted.
All right, okay. All right, I apologize in advance if you hear the fan, but we're on day 2. No air conditioning, and it is hot. So we're gonna do another crock pot meal. This is what I had in my house. You could buy or use or not use, whatever I have out here. We're gonna do a pork roast, like a pot roast. If that makes any sense at all. So what you're gonna need some pork roast, some carrots, some potatoes. I'm gonna use more potatoes than that, but I've already cut them up. A chopped up onion, some olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, some apple juice. You can take or leave that. I just happen to have it. I wanted to add it. Some thyme, some chicken bouillon, some flour. And in that mixed bowl there, I have a teaspoon each of paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. I have 2 teaspoons of oregano and a 1/4 teaspoon salt and pepper. First thing we're gonna do is, it would have been chop everything up, but I did that already because it's too hot for me to stand here and do this. We're gonna sear that meat so we can get it in the crock pot. I almost started without you. What I did was I took those seasonings and I just mixed it up in this bowl. Just like that. I took a little bit of the fat off the top of this roast, just because I didn't want that much on there. This is how I froze it, so I didn't cut it. It just is what it is. I have my cast iron heating up. Get on there nice and good. Okay, we're gonna take this right to the frying pan and start searing that meat as soon as I wash my hands. Because yes, I wash my hands. All right, I got my pan. I hope it's hot enough. It's hot in here. I want to get this done. I'm gonna put some olive oil in the pan. Okay. Yeah. Just sear the meat, all sides. That's all we're doing. We're not cooking it, we're just searing it. While the meat's over there searing, I got my monster crock pot out and I diced my potatoes up just in like quarters, I guess. These weren't the baby ones, but they are yellow, and that's because what I have. If you have the white ones, use what you got. Okay. Hold on. There we go. They're washed and diced. I got some carrots. I'll throw those. I'm wondering if I should just... Nah, I'm just going to throw them in their hole. All right. Let's get back to the roast. All right, we're back. I flipped that over. Don't forget to do the sides. I sat the meat down in there, but I really shouldn't have because Tina is rushing. And Tina forgot to season the potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna do all of the same things. We're gonna add some paprika down. Come on. Come on. Okay, season with your heart. Gotta add some onion powder across the top. As much or as little as you like. Garlic. I'm going to add a little bit more of the oregano down here because we want to keep the same kind of flavors going. Going to add some pepper. I'm going to put that in my hand real quick. Some salt. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to put our meat back on top. There we go. We're gonna start making the gravy. I turned the pan down to low, but it's still steaming hot because it's cast iron. We're gonna make the gravy to go on top. So that's a half of a large onion, maybe a little bit less than that. We're gonna saute that down. All right, these aren't sauteed all the way down. They're halfway there. That's all we're doing in the crock pot. I'm going to add a tablespoon of flour. Oh, sugar. I forgot to add a little bit of butter to the pan. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm going to add what we call butter to the pan. And we're going to start just cooking out the flour. Okay, there you go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take I said chicken bouillon before. I meant to say beef bouillon. 2 teaspoons. I'm going to add it to my apple juice. Just so I can swirl it around. Oh, darn. Wait, I forgot. Garlic. All right, I'm going to put a couple of plops of garlic down in there. Boom, done. I'm so hot, I keep forgetting steps. I turned it down while I was looking for my garlic. All right. Now we're going to add this. Apple juice and the beef bouillon. All right. Gonna let that thicken up a little bit. Gonna add some Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon or 2 or 3. I do a little extra because we like Worcestershire sauce. So I'm gonna add a couple of dashes. All right, instead of waiting on this to thicken up, we're gonna move on over to the crock pot. Okay, the gravy has thickened up. It looks like this, if I can get it over there. Looks like that. We're just gonna pour it down over top. Ooh, that's heavy. All right, let me scrape the rest of that out. Okay. Got it on there. Best I can. That's heavy. Got to give it a little shimmy shake. Get it all down in there. All right. And we're going to cook that on low while I'm gone today. So I can go get in some air conditioning. All right. Helps if you plug it in, guys. All right. Be back in a few hours. All right, I apologize if you could hear the fan. It's hot in here. All right, halfway through, I came in here and I cut my carrots in half. I just felt like they weren't cooking at the right pace. Everything else was cooking at. But now we're going to see what's going on in there. So let's see before I burn myself. Let's open it away from me. Woo-hoo! Look at that. That's looking good. All right, let me plate that up and I'll meet you there. Okay, I was so hot, I made my plate and went and sat down. So you don't get a visual of the plate, but we will do a taste test. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Dinner time! Let's pour it off of me. And I'm having a hot dinner, right? Eric, grab a piece of your meat with just a little bit of the gravy on it, and then we'll chase the potatoes, and we'll go find somewhere to cool off. You ready? Let's go. Mmm.
It's actually really good.
It's tender. I didn't even have to really chew it. It's got a little bit of a beefy taste, even though it's pork. How about your carrot and your potato? I know. The door, I'm sorry, the doors are open, the flies are coming in. Oh, ready? Let's go. Oh, that's good. I don't even mind being hot at this moment.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right. Let me get everybody else fed. It's not likely I'm going to do a wrap up because we're all just like dripping, dripping, dripping. We have 2 rooms upstairs that are cool, so we're okay for now, but that's that. So there you have it. I hope you like it. I hope you try it. Ooh. Hope you like it. I hope you try it. Leave me a comment. Either way. See you later. Bye.